My Bone Army, thank you once again for dropping back on my channel, as I got you a banging update that you do not want to miss. I have the big players in the house giving you the latest details on Shibarium, Canine Finance, and also Marswap. So guys, sit back, enjoy, and I'll let the Shib Army take over. Boys, the floor is yours.
Let's talk more about canine finance then. I know everybody's excited for it. It's I posted it around and I shown friends of friends and they were all excited for this space and stuff. So I really can't wait for launch. I'm saving all my spare funds to one side, to ape this because I'm going to be supporting this like you've never known. Um, and I still have an hefty bag of Shiba as well. I think I might, I think I might split it. Split it between K9 and Shiba. But how
Yeah,
how's K9 doing for development wise? And I see you doing a lot of marketing. Um, Actually, you've got an AMA with one of my friends. I seen it and I was gosh, I thought, these guys are getting a bar. The manager calls. You've got. Have you already had it?
yeah. We did the AMA with the manager yesterday. But in terms of how canine development's going, I mean, my life right now is basically canine marketing by day and canine development by night. So it's been not much sleep. So like our team, and specifically some people who are in the chat here now, like Turtle. We're up really late last night doing even more testing, um, to make sure that everything's good to go, and everything is really good to go for our token launch, which will be March 7th. So we've gotten our both our token and our vesting contracts audited by SourceHat. Successful audits, no issues, and working towards deployment there. I mean, we're just done this a bunch of times, know the testing criteria and unit tests to go through to make sure that everything's safe, and just going through that now. In terms of the product, so in our roadmap, like Q2 is really all about launching our test net, doing some bug bounties and audits, and then Q3 is when the product and the LSD itself will be going live. Excited to say that as of this morning, the our team has finalized the technical specifications and architecture. So next week will be probably when we start building that. But like the speed of building, and it's just sort of like our development process that we've used for years, is always technical specifications first, gain immediate alignment among the team for every single aspect of how the product's going to work, the UI is going to work, and draw Figma up, and align completely on a Figma file prior to doing any hard development on the product. So then once we have that, it's really smooth sailing into the races, because the last thing that you want to do in the development process is it's like building a house. If you build the foundation of your house and then you're like, oh, I actually wanted a 3,000 square foot house, not a 2,000 square foot house. Oh, yeah, I actually want toilet over here and this over here, and you haven't roughed any of that in. Well, you're in for some problems and additional costs and time down the road. So technical architecture is going good, and we're ready to rock, ready to go for March 7th token launch.
Let's go. Let's go. And I wanna just fit in this as well. So we at Marswap, we went fully cross chain. We are blue tick verified with CMC and CoinGecko now as the DEX. I think we're the only DEX on Shibarium. In fact, we are the only DEX on Shibarium that's tracks it as a DEX. So like listing on CMC is not possible if it's not tracked by a DEX. However, one of my good friends in real life is the co-owner of CMC. So when you come to go listing on CMC, you can give me a shout and I can put a good word in for you. For token launch, he is pretty strict, but because he knows we are good friends, we I can put good words in, and also for the Eve side as well, we have like token creators, we have liquidity pools now on Eve, so if you fancy that arbitrage, adding a little bit of ETH liquidity to Mars swap decks, I think it'd be cheaper. I don't think it'd be a lot cheaper, and that'll probably get arbitrage opportunity, so it'll big volume. I just thought I'd update you and let you know that we are making waves, and we have updated the UI and everything. The UI is just so clean now. We're really going after we're going after you Uniswap bus. Hey, Lucy's in the space. I've got to give a big shout out to Lucy, by the way, guys. If some of your guys not familiar with Lucy, Lucy is a full blown hardcore Shib enthusiast and Shiboshi's, as you can tell. Now, I spoke to Lucy a long time, so having Lucy in this space as well made my day. I hope you're all right, Lucy. Feel free if you want to come up and have a chat. You can come up and have a chat at any time. Just request. I know. I'm pretty sure you know about K9 Finance by now. But yeah, Lucy's been a massive support for us at More Swap. And we just keep on building. We have us ups, we have us downs, and we're just building away. And yeah, it's good to see. If
Yeah,
anybody's got
Lucy's an advisor to Canine, so she's
ah,
she's on the website, huge supporter. Shout out Lucy.
well, she that's a very good choice because Lucy has got a fantastic community by her side. I've been in a few AMAs myself with Lucy, and having Lucy on the site and on your back is a real achievement. So congrats on that, and
Yeah, there'll
congrats to
be
Lucy for joining.
two others who shall not be named who will be added to the site very soon as
Ooh.
advisors. I'm sure you can imagine who,
Ooh.
but Lucy's definitely going to be among a really great group of advisors and team members that are joining
Does he,
Canine. So,
does he like penguins?
what's that?
Do they like penguins?
Maybe.
We all love penguins. So yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the K9 finance because I know you know what. I apologize for me. I just start rambling and rambling, and you just have to tell me to shut up. I had took me
Oh, I'm never
ADHD.
gonna tell you to shut up. I mean, I could talk about crypto all day long and like every aspect of Web3. So if I didn't have like a calendar that I was going by every single day, I'd stay on here talking to you all day.
Yeah, I get that vibe. We are like when Cam said, "Oh, we've got space again," and I'm like, "Oh, let's do this." Last time we had that chat, I bounced off each other. I got that vibe from you, and I think it was needed because um, me trying to string a sentence together, guys. This is my autism kicking in. When I write things, people take them the wrong way or don't understand them. So, best way for me is just to talk. I'm good with numbers and solidity, and that's it. But some days I have me bad days, and it is what it is. Autistic brain for you. So.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, with Canine. So um, obviously, I think tomorrow it will be 7 days until the launch of the Canine token. So it's I think it's going to be pretty explosive. Like we just hit 3K on Twitter, probably going to hit 3K on Telegram in the community by I would guess tonight. And the big thing for us and like what people are probably seeing is like I can't stand bots and inorganic growth and things like that. I have this saying among our team where bots don't participate in DAOs, bots don't buy tokens, bots don't do anything for the community other than provide a vanity metric to brag about that is essentially meaningless. So I'm really proud that that we've grown to this size organically, and with the help of our community and with the help of our advisors. There's people in our chat who are still active and participating in our pre-sale that were some of the first like 5 to 10 people who were in the canine community. So it's really cool to see, and that we're just a week away from launch too. And yeah, the launch will be initially on Uniswap, V2, ERC20 with an ETH pair. Certainly, will be branching out from there, including other dexes and centralized exchanges too that we've been approved for. There's going to be, I mean, one piece of alpha. I see a couple people in here that I really recognize now. I'm sure they'll start talking about this in our chat when I release this. But early on, we had told our community that we were considering doing a launch pad right before the TGE, and that we were approved for a couple, namely being the one that is the most hyped right now called Ape Terminal. Ape Terminal has an average of, so they do a lottery based system. So let's say you said to them, hey, well, we can give your community $50,000 worth of allocation. They do a lottery system where you bid to be able to get like a $200 ticket size in that launch pad. I think they've only done 6 or 7 thus far, but the average return of any project that has launched on Ape Terminal has been, I think, a 20x, and they average 30,000 people that are trying to participate in these launchpad items. So we've been approved for Ape Terminal, but since it is going to be a tangible difference to our token economics, and we're still getting the details back from them, I think we're basically pushing to do as small of a launchpad item as possible on Ape Terminal and negotiate that down as much as we can, just as a marketing activity to create a lot of hype. But since it is a change to the token economics, this will have to go to a vote with our DAO and people who purchased K9 tokens already. So once we have those details around, hey, Ape Terminal wants to do a launch pad where there's going to be 50K of allocation available. This is going to be the price. I think it'll be a price like probably like the same price that we'd be launching on a DEX. It'll be no real like discount there, but the only benefit of their community would be that they get this like guaranteed $200 ticket at the TGE price, which is a 750K circulating market cap. And I mean, I'm just very excited about that. And I mean, the explosive energy that all other projects have gotten that have launched on Ape Terminal, and just like the community growth and marketing that comes with that is incredible. So I assume that after dropping that, there's probably a few people in our Telegram talking about that already. So that was a conversation that just happened this morning.
Nice, and I'm excited for that. I've not heard of that launch, but I'm gonna have to check it out. I never heard of them before. What did you say? They've done 7 and they've all been successful.
Yeah, they're relatively new. They were introduced to me by a couple people who participated in our pre-sale that I know from the ETH community. They're based with like really great ties in Asia. So they have a KOL network mostly in Asia that works with their launchpad, and then most of their community is from Asia as well, I believe. and they've just killed it. I think they've done 7 or 8 launches now. Average return has been about a 20x. And they did have one project who had a poor experience who launched on them, and there was some sort of FUD that went around there. But I think that we kind of backtracked a little bit about really not wanting to work with them after that FUD came out. But I think that their team responded to that very transparently and very well, and that it still can be a really good opportunity to launch there, because I mean the market is just so hot right now, and this is a specific launch pad that is just garnering so much attention. I just think that it would be really wise of us to do that, especially for Shibarium. Like, our community is so strong right now, but it's heavily dominated by the Shib space, which makes sense, right? Because we are a project whose DAO mission is to further DeFi adoption on Shib. Um, but a lot of what we want to do and what we're speaking with Shy and Cal about is like, hey, we have these relationships with our advisor team who are the founders of ETH Toronto and are some of the people in the space who have been here for 10 to 12 plus years, who know a lot of early ETH people. And we want to use K9 as a conduit to be bringing in a lot of that ETH community and those outside communities and teach them about Shibarium. So I think that this really speaks towards what our goals are, and in bringing other communities to become interested in K9. And the way that we did our pre-sale was very strategic in the fact that we wanted to get, and like we spoke with you guys even early on, right, about getting in, because we wanted to get really deep builders and community members in the SHIB community in early, and not take VC money from the ETH community or Solana community and things like that for what we felt was such a small raise. And I think we've done a great job of that. Like, we've built out these distribution channels, these marketing channels, these relationships with media partners like Shibarium University and shibarmy.co. And we've been able to do that just because of the strategic placement of people who got into the pre-sale early. And now I think is really an excellent opportunity and time frame to branch out for another opportunity at a higher price for a different community, to start to grow the diversity of the user base and the diversity of the community a little bit outside of SHIB too.
Absolutely. I just want to go back and iterate what you just said there. Organic community. I've seen you guys have built this community organically from, like I said, the communities within. And this reminds me of something we did in the early days. At Crawl and Mars, we this is one of our way of marketing. We strategically did this, and we found ourselves in a good position with Crawl and Mars, which is the metaverse side, which I'll also share K9 with in the next coming days. So we do have a community over there around 3,000. They are in a different chain, but they're loyal supporters, and they know ETH as well. So it'll be new eyes on you guys, and we want to show as much support as possible. We're building in the same circle. We've got the same circle of friends. Shy, Lucy, uh, Xanders and Ragnars as well. They're good guys, and Shib Dream down there. Mantra. There's a lot of good community that are building on Shibarium. So I just think K9 and it's definitely what is needed. I can't wait personally to see the utility live. Um, we I think there's definitely room for K9 Finance and Mars Swap, to grow together and build a relationship, whether it's a partnership or a strategic one. Because I'll be doing an AMA with David within the next fortnight or so. I'd love to have you guys come over and talk on David Gockstein's space as well. I can get you in it on his weeklies as well. You can come up and when I co-host with him and come and have a chat with David Dockside, Dockside Media. Um, and yeah, I'm excited, and I know the Shibaswap 1.5 will be coming out next, so I'm excited to see what happens there. But we definitely holding some liquidity back for. Uh, it's going to be a good ride. Who knows, Buzz?
For
We could
sure.
put you in the metaverse, right? K9 Finance in the metaverse. We're already looking to build Shiba City in the control of Mars metaverse. So why not add another city for K9 Finance?
Yeah, definitely not closing any doors for opportunities like that. Just certainly focus on what our team does best right now, which is DeFi. Like we've had so many questions about, hey, are you going to do NFTs and all this stuff? And it's like, well, maybe in the future if the DAO decides, but we're really good at building DeFi products, and that's kind of the lane that we're going to stay in for now. But I think that Shib Dream must have his spidey senses on. It was like right at the exact second that I was talking about just different amazing media relationships that we've made within Shib that he he messaged me in a chat that we have going on. It's just crazy. And then he just messaged me again that saying that he just jumped in. It was like the exact second that I mentioned him that I got this message from. It was crazy.
It was meant to be. Hey, you know who else is another good news outlet is Crypto Basic. We have another article going out next week around the aggregator release and stuff. So feel free to give me a little write up or something I can add in that with Crypto Basic. You put some good ones out. So it's going to be going out next week. So definitely get you in there as well. It's good. Definitely a good source of media because it's a big outlet for coin stats and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I think yeah, that'd be great. I mean, one other thing
so
I'm really excited about right
the
now
ru-
is just the market today.
the market's flying, right? The market's flying right now. I have noticed the room started to fill up pretty good. So for all those that have just joined, guys, we're having a here with K9 Finance, which is due to launch. When's it due to launch again? Do you want to let people know who's just joined?
March 7th.
The Mars 7 is going to be an explosive launch, guys, because like Buzz was saying, a lot of these projects now are just try and hype it up and they bought the Telegrams, they bought the Twitter account. And let me tell you, Buzz has been doing some AMAs because I've seen him in friends groups. Friends has been doing AMAs, he's doing tons of marketing. And these are real organic people that are in their Telegram and socials. So I expect this launch to be absolutely ecstatic. I'm not even going to say when 1 million, when 2 million, because I'm thinking hundreds of millions, but I'm not a financial advisor. Of course, guys, please do your research. Obviously, you will do that. But, K9 Finance has the full support of the entire Crawl on Mars metaverse team and community, and it has the support of the Mars Swap community across all chains. So we're going to be supporting K9 Finance and we're going to be buying K9 Finance. And when I buy, my VIPs buy. I've got three VIP groups. I'll add you to these VIP groups if you want, both. We can do a VC in there in Telegram. There's 100 in each, so there's 200 people. And they're real people. The solid Mars holders, the solid crawl and Mars holders. So, we can bring you over there to give you more exposure if you would like that. Of course.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'll send you that on Telegram in our group where you can join the VIPs. You have to excuse me, guys. I'm so bummed up. I've literally just moved into my new house and I've got no doors on and everything's upside down. The computers are not up there yet, but yeah, I'm plodding on. Got a bit of a bummed up, feel a bit shitty, but oops, pardon my language. But we're firing on, guys. You know, we're getting this AMA done. We're sat up here talking to K9 Finance. You know, we've got that big fish in here, such as Lucy Shib. We've got Shib Dream in here. We've got Big Rob. Iran down at bottom there, look. What else we got in here supporting? We've got some big accounts in here supporting. So yeah, March, guys, March, not too much longer now. And then K9 Finance will be in full swing. And you set up everything's been audited, right, Buzz? We've got all the audits and stuff.
Yeah, the token has been completely audited. The same with the vesting contracts. All the audits are publicly available at the footer of the K9 Finance website, which is k9finance.com. I will pin a tweet from K9's account in here so that people can navigate directly to the K9 Finance profile. And in the bio of the profile is our link tree. So you could access the website there to search for those audits. Everything's going well. The team spent pretty much all night doing unit testing on all the smart contracts. Even though the audit was successful, it's just that's the commitment to security that we take. So team was pretty much up all night doing all those unit tests and whatnot. Yeah, we're really ready to rock. So working with our DAO advisor, Mr. Lightspeed. Right now, he's starting his work on listings, specifically in Etherscan, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, Dex Tools, the whole suite, getting conversations going with exchanges very early. We have some pretty high expectations for how March 7th is going to go. Starting at a 750K circulating market cap, which, I mean, if people were to look at comparable projects and the technology that they've built, I would argue that that's still very early for people to be getting in who did miss out on the pre-sale. I hope that people get in. There's a lot of people in our community that have been around for like a month when back when the pre-sale sold out, and they've been patiently waiting to get in.
When just a quick one, Buzz. Does anybody know this guy who's requested AI? Because I don't want the finger to get spammed. He's requested to speak, and I'm not about to let him up if he's gonna spam the box with shit. If I don't know him, that's all.
Who is it?
It's called. It's ALVE.
No, I don't personally, but I mean, I'm easy going. I mean, it's your space. If you want to let him up, feel free. I mean, I can handle pretty much any questions, but yeah, sometimes there are people who come up and just yell.
I think they just spam us because there's two of them there requesting to speak, but the accounts are private. So I think they're probably just going to spam a load of room pictures up top. And I mean, if not, just drop a comment in the box below, and I'll see, and I might let them up to speak. I'm not about to get spammed. You know,
Yeah.
we have these immature people in the space that we have to deal with, but I'm not saying these guys are, but just because I don't know them, I'm not going to let them up. So, yeah, I know I'll
Makes
definitely
sense.
be buying that. And I think that's a very good starting market chat. Good starting market cap. I think gas price is going to be pretty high when it launches. Are we going to break the internet, Buzz?
Well, I mean, gas prices are just highly correlated with volatility, and like today, like the market's incredibly volatile. Um, I can't really predict like what that's going to be in a week's time, but I would imagine that yeah, gas prices are likely going to be higher than usual, and it's just because we're in a period of volatility. And
Yeah,
then when there's volatility, things like your aggregator are going to be going wild, and people are going to be selling or buying depending on the direction of the price that day, and clogs up the
yeah.
network and costs more to transact. I mean, I
And this
think
is the thing. This is the thing. The mistake I made is I didn't deploy the ETH contracts for the aggregator. And we went to deploy, I left them until everything was built. We went to deploy them overnight, and it's like 5K just to deploy the contracts on ETH. But we've got all the contracts deployed on Shibarium. I think I'm going to try and catch it with gas as low and just deploy it. And I know it's only going to go up, so I need to get them deployed sooner or later. But it's a big cost, 5K just to deploy some smart contracts, right?
yeah, that's wild. I mean, we
Uh,
yeah, like I mean, it depends on of course, the complexity of the contract, and I mean, I always like to play around with my contracts and kind of like simplify them as much as possible. Like when I get
yeah,
any sort of
flattening.
like projected gas cost of that's I think is outlandish, then I'll start to make sure that I'm kind of cleaning up any sort of like loops or anything that's going on in the code. But that's wild, 5K. Wow.
Yeah, it's because the files are large and there's a lot. I think there's about four. There's quite a few contracts and they are big. We have trimmed them. We got the working, so we've actually been aggregating Shibarium already, and like I said, people are saving 15% on one trade. That's a lot of money. 10% on other trades, 15%. They're saving a hell of a lot just with the aggregator. But that's not even live yet. We haven't put it live, the aggregator. That's something that, we'll, I'm talking to Shy about, because I think we'll put the aggregator live and definitely make sure we've got the Shibaswap 1.5 and Shibaswap 2.0 stacking all their API and, make sure we deploy it on there as well. So we're just cleaning up. We went for like the Kyber swap front end look. Eventually we'll have limit orders, but finding it pretty difficult to do limit orders on Shibarium just because it's new and it's not really possible. The only way we can do limit orders is if we do it in house. So that is in the pipeline. I'm not really wanting to do limit orders in house, and then also at the end will be straight cross chain trades like Cyberswap, but obviously we wouldn't be using anything from Cyberswap because of the recent acts and stuff. Yeah, we continuously building, and I look forward to building with you guys as well, and hopefully integrating and getting some liquidity pools on the east side, and kind of get that. We are a registered DEX with CMC, so you'll not have no trouble listed on CMC when you do move to Shibarium and put liquidity pools on there. Definitely get listed if it's through swap. I don't know I don't think other dexes are doing it. I'm pretty sure they're trying to charge CFC now for dexes, and it's a lot of money. So, uh,
Yeah, CMC is trying to bring in a lot of revenue with these market conditions. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure they get a lot of requests for listings, but I think to expedite the listing process now, they're trying to charge tokens like $2,500 just
yeah,
to expedite getting listed on CoinMarketCap. Like way back in the day, like back in 2017, it was wild. It was like a Google form to get on CoinMarketCap, and they've really increase their due diligence process there, which is good. But at the same time, there are great projects that should be included that may not have that amount of money to expedite or get on there. Like in the past, it's always tricky with dexes, right? Like you can add liquidity on a dex, and sometimes CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko will all of a sudden not include the data of that dex. I mean, SushiSwap, Uniswap, like the big ones have always been very reliable on these price aggregator websites, but I don't know what it is. I mean, I hate the fact that it's these centralized entities like CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, DexTool